Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Turkey Hunt or Die. Justin, 3 more turkeys hit the ground and more of them keep rolling into our studio.
Yeah, well, I think things have slowed down a little bit now that we're into May. Seems like the turkey hunting is getting a little bit more difficult. But man, for most of April,
the post-rut of turkey hunting.
It is kind of the post-rut of turkey hunting. They're getting a little bit smarter, and there's probably a few less of them out there to hunt. But guys, we've got 3 more awesome hunts for you this week. We're going to see Clinton Fawcett and Kent Petty on opening day in their respective states. They've got some pretty cold temperatures. Then you're going to check in with me here in Illinois during our 2nd season. So let's stop talking and let's watch the hunts now.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. It's April the 16th, opening day of Illinois turkey season here. Feels more like late season. It's 28 degrees and snow flurries, so plus the wind's blowing 40 mile an hour. My buddy Chase and I are out this morning chasing these turkeys around. There's been a lot of them coming across this field that I've had pictures of when I'm running my camera on time lapse. So we know they've been cutting across here, but we're not looking for, you know, to hear a lot or maybe even see a lot with this wind gusting up to 40 this morning, but mostly just getting ready for tomorrow's hunt and getting everything back here so we're ready to go. But we did hear a couple gobble over here on this other ridge, so maybe they'll cut across here, maybe not. But anyway, just sit here and enjoy the morning. Well, that's one for the books. Whew, I'm froze. Chase and I have been sitting here for about probably an hour and 45 minutes. We were just talking about leaving. We were just talking about leaving to go to work, and I suppose just give it to 7:30. Them turkeys have been coming on time lapse on these cameras across here around that time. So we looked up, and there's a couple hens down there and 3 jakes and 1 gobbler, and it is snowing. I mean, you can see it. It's just freaking nuts. April 16th, snowing like that, and you know, he come over there and them jakes start coming, so it turned into a race. You know how they are. They come to beat that decoy up. I don't know. He wasn't very far. He's pretty close, so good way to get started off with the triax this year, and a great way to get turkey season started. So I'll head out here and check him out. Some decent hooks on him. Y'all see the blood trail out here in the snow.
Don't get to say that every day.
Well, there you go, guys. Great way to start off opening morning of the 2018 turkey season. As you can see, you know, not the greatest weather conditions. We got 20-mile-an-hour winds and it's snowing. But, you know, just had some good scouting. I've been seeing these turkeys here, and I knew they were coming across. So Chase and I was able to get set up here this morning, and, you know, they put on a show for us. Typical early season hunt. They come running in here to the Jake decoy, wanting to kick his butt. And we've got these new HS decoys this year. So far, it seems like they've been great. They're light, they've been moving good, and looks like he can take a pretty good thumping. So anyway, just a beautiful turkey. Just another great day. Add another one up for the Spitfire XXX. I just love that broadhead. We just have tremendous luck with it. So anyway, I got a couple more tags in my pocket, and Avery's got a couple, so hopefully we can get back after it and show you some more.
All right, guys, it is finally here. April 16th here in Missouri, opening day, turkey season. It feels more like a late December deer hunt, though. It's about 29 degrees, got like a 13 to 15 mile an hour northwest wind. I don't know, it's just crazy, but it's opening day, so I'm gonna head out there and see what we got. Had some stealth cams out, and there's some turkeys been coming through, but it seems like they're coming through about every 3 days, but we'll see what happens. Haven't had much time to scout, so just going off the trail cam. So hopefully these birds are around here, but we're gonna get up there and get set up, try to stay warm, but it's opening day, so we're gonna be out there. Better get after it. Bow hunt or die.
We got the decoy set up, and there's like 7 or 8 birds gobbling in that timber over there. 2 of them sound pretty close, but it's so windy. Yeah, there went another one. I mean, the wind's blowing right in there, so they could be 100 yards, but it's just hard to tell with this 15-mile-an-hour wind. I don't know, pretty excited. It's cold. They're gobbling on the roost. We'll see what happens when they fly down. Well, I'm pretty sure the turkeys have flown off the roost. Kind of just shut up. I had quite a few that were close. They're just in that big patch of timber, so I'm just waiting. Hopefully they'll work to this side of it and come out in these open fields. Things can turn around. Man, that's awesome. And then birds come out, I don't know, 120, 25 yards away. Man, it's windy. Man. I just hit them with the slate. They all just turned. They got to the edge of the food plot. And they just run right up to that decoy. Oh man, I don't know what happened on the first shot. I'm pretty sure I hit the window of the blind, but that arrow just kicked straight down, went right beneath that first jake. Didn't seem to bugger them. They come right back. I got another arrow knocked, and I put that Spitfire right where it needed to be on that second shot. So man, I'm excited. Opening day in Missouri. That was just a jake, but we got a bunch of jakes on this farm, so wow. It's probably the coldest it's ever been that I've killed a turkey, so snow melted. Otherwise I would have been hunting in the snow. But, oh yeah. He just struck, baby. Brought him right in.
Alright guys, well, opening day here in Missouri, April 16th. Cold morning, but they're gobbling on the roost really good. And then they shut up when they hit the ground, but you know, that's typical early season like this. But yeah, about 7:10, saw these birds come out about 125 yards and hit them with the HS slate call, and those jakes couldn't handle it. They come right into the decoys, and I missed that first one. I hit the blind, but you know, they stuck around and gave me a second shot. You know, I put a perfect shot on this one, so he made it about 20 yards away from the decoys. That's where he stayed. Yeah, I shot the Spitfire triple X's. Oh yeah, I put a big old bull in it, so I knew he wasn't going very far. So, yep, super proud of this bird. Opening day in Missouri. Well, hopefully I'll be back next week. Bowhunt or die.
Well, good evening, guys. It is Friday, April 20th. I am here in Northwest Illinois at my deer hunting lease and hoping to hunt some turkeys in the morning for the first time on this particular farm. You know, we lost access to the farm that we had been killing our turkeys on the last couple years, which was our honey hole. And now we're kind of getting thrown into the wild on our own. I had planned on coming out here last week to do some scouting and put some trail cameras up. And unfortunately, last Sunday, we got a pretty nasty snow and ice storm that kept me at home. So kind of going in blind, decided to come out here. It's Friday night after work, just to listen, see if maybe I can hear some birds once they roost for the night. And then I've got a couple trail cameras that I'm going to check and hopefully determine if and where there's any turkeys using some of these fields. So going in blind, literally, after dark, I'm going to go set up the mantis and get things ready for the morning, depending on what these trail cameras tell me. So a couple deer out here in the field right now, feeding around. So I'm going to just watch them for a little bit. And once it gets dark, we'll go check those cameras and see what's on them and I guess make some decisions. Hopefully we get lucky. Oh, deer going back in the woods. They don't like me sitting here. Can't really blame them. Most of the year I am trying to kill them. I can see why they'd want to leave. All right, just got back to the truck. It's about 9 o'clock. Got the blind set up, got the decoys out, got the trail camera, got all the camera equipment except the camera itself in the blind, ready to go for the morning. And checked a trail camera that was about 150 yards down the fence row from where we're at. Wouldn't you know it, we had a big strutter in there this morning with a hen, which is a great sign. Good to see. I got a couple videos of him at about, I think, 10:30 this morning. So let's hope he comes back tomorrow morning. I think the movement's going to be late over there. I don't think the birds are roosted very nearby. Didn't hear anything fly up tonight. Didn't hear any gobbles. So I got to imagine activity is going to be a little bit later in the morning. But doesn't matter. We're going to be in before daylight, and hopefully something cooperates. So see what happens in the morning. Good night, guys. Well, we just saw our first bird of the day. Big bearded hen. That really was a bearded hen. She had a nice big long beard too. No interest in our decoys at all, or my sweet yelping. She just came out, crossed the field, went into the woods. Pretty cool though. I don't think I've ever actually seen a bearded hen. Other than the one that I shot, which wasn't a bearded hen.
pretty cool. Hopefully she comes back. Based on my trail camera data. The last couple days there's been a tom in here, but who knows? Maybe the neighbor shot him this morning. Big bird down, baby. Worked out perfectly. Those birds came out of the woods just like I thought they would. It was late in the day. They don't roost near here, but they like to come over and they like to strut in here. They like to feed in here. Those birds came out late, almost noon. There was 3 of them. Almost got a shot at the second one. He left. The third one came in, beat up the decoy. Perfect. Smoked him. Smoked my decoy too, unfortunately. Still got a bird out in the field, man. This is awesome. Yeah, baby. We're gonna let these birds leave the field out there, and then we'll go recover this one.
right, guys, well, here we are, another successful Illinois turkey hunt. It's opening day of the second season. It's April 21st, and man, I had another great hunt. You know, it was pretty slow for most of the morning, which I kind of figured was going to be the case out here. This particular piece of property doesn't hold a ton of birds, but it's got enough on it. And I had a suspicion that the birds were probably roosting to the east of me, which I believe is true. All the birds that I saw this morning came from the east. I think I saw 5 or 6 different birds. A couple hens to start the day. One bearded hen that I wanted to shoot, but she wasn't really too interested. And right before noon, I decided to get pretty aggressive with the calling and give out some super loud yelps, trying to cover some distance. What I didn't realize is that I had birds right next to me in the woods. Well, no sooner was I done yelping, a hen pops out, 2 gobblers pop out. Thought I was gonna get a shot at one of them. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. The third one that came in was this guy right here. He was the most aggressive of the bunch, and obviously that was his undoing. You know, just like I wanted, he circled around, he came head on right into the decoy, actually knocked my decoy over, and then I shot him basically right through the neck, which was the shot that I wanted, drop him right in his tracks, right there at about 8 or 9 yards. So absolutely perfect, as I thought was gonna happen. Later movement in the day, came in head on to the decoys and dropped them right in his tracks. So I can't say enough good things about the mantis. It's the second turkey I've killed out of it. Dustin killed out of it. Tommy actually killed out of it. So we've killed 4 birds out of this one blind in the last 2 weeks. As usual for turkeys, I'm shooting those NAP Spitfire triple X's. They do a heck of a job. The triaxes turn into one heck of a killer. So guys, I gotta tell you, these HS decoys you see sitting next to me have been really, I've got my money's worth out of them over the last couple years. I've killed every single one of my turkeys over this Jake and hen decoy right here. Unfortunately, the hen's got a hole in it now since I shot the decoy after my arrow passed through this thing. But man, these things have been awesome for me. Can't say enough good things about them. So this may or may not conclude my turkey season. I still have a couple tags. But in the interest of keeping the wife happy and keeping the kiddos happy and staying home, I might just call it a season for now and start focusing on deer. You never know. So from Northern Illinois, opening day of second season, Bowhunt or Die. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bowhunt or Die, baby.
You know, Justin, one thing about this year's turkey hunt, I mean, it's funny watching the guys in the blind. Usually you're sitting those blinds and you're hot and you're shedding layers. This year it's been so cold. Everyone's all bundled up. It's just kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, it's been a crazy start to the turkey season. You know, Clinton and Kent, you know, both had temperatures down in the 20s. When I was hunting that morning, we had like mid-30s, which I went out in the morning with just a baseball hat on. You know, that initial walk-in and kind of that adrenaline. And then about an hour in, I'm like, it's cold. I'm putting my face mask and my knit hat on. But
well,
yeah.
I mean, Justin, I was out hunting yesterday, and I mean, I still had my warm hat on. It was pouring down to rain. It was still even feeling chilly out
we
there.
got even colder temperatures this week. But guys, those were 3 awesome turkey hunts. You know, you look at Clinton's, his was pretty cool. Just the snow that was coming down from mid-April was pretty amazing. Awesome second angle footage with the stealth cam in his particular case. What about Kent?
You know, Kent did a heck of a great job too. Not sure what happened on that first shot. We're gonna let that one. I'm not even going there because Kent.
He said he hit the blind.
There. All right. Well, I've been there, so I'm not
Good
even
excuse.
going there. So.
And then
it happens
you
to
know,
the best of us.
For mine, pretty cool hunt. You know, those birds came in later in the morning, made a perfect shot as you guys saw. So it was an awesome turkey season for me. I'm officially done. Next up, Todd, we're going to check in with PJ Riley and one of their guys over there, Justice, as they talk to us a little bit about measuring yourself for proper draw length.
Hey guys, wanted to talk to you today about figuring out your proper draw length. That's important to your performance out there in the tree stand. And so many times guys will go to a bow shop and pick up a bow and they don't really have an idea of what their draw length should be. If that's how you're going in, there's a lot of instances where you can think you're making anything fit. And if you're too short or you're too long on your draw length, accuracy is going to suffer. Too short, your form is going to be crunched up. If you're too long, you're going to be overextended. In either case, accuracy is going to suffer. You don't want to do that. All we need is a tape measure and a calculator. So Justice is going to take the end of the tape measure, and it's on the very end of his middle finger. And he's just going to stretch out both arms. He's not hyperextending, he's just relaxed. comes out here and we get 71 inches to the end of his other middle finger. So we take 71 inches, whatever that number is, you divide it by 2.5. And so we'll come in here, 71 divided by 2.5 equals 28.4. We know that's going to be about what the perfect draw length is for him. Now, it can vary by a ½ inch or so depending on the bow, axle to axle, if it's shorter versus longer. One may feel better than the other, but at least going in, he knows he shouldn't be looking at something with a 30-inch draw. 27.5 up to 28.5, 29, that should be where he's looking, concentrating his efforts, and then just whatever feels good, that's where he should be. So Justice has his bow here. We can see what it looks like when your draw length is proper, what your form should look like. He comes to full draw, and you can see his bow arm is extended, his elbow's back. He's not leaning his head in or pulling it away to get to the string. He's nice and relaxed. We know that draw length is good for him. So back to you guys.
You know, Justin, that is a good question. I think I get asked all the time when I meet different people. You know, hey, I'm thinking about getting into bow hunting. What do I need to do? What size bow do I need to shoot? So I think that was a very relative tip. But I got to tell you, my arms are feeling awfully skinny after looking at.
Justice was like, hey, man, I'm going to wear a shirt with super short sleeves today so I can see my guns when I'm drawn back. But that is a great tip, you know, for you guys at home. One thing I know a lot of people do is they, you know, put your hand against, you know, a wall and then measure out that way, you know, if you're kind of by yourself. But it's a great tip from Lancaster guys. Make sure you check out their website. Got a lot of great information and, of course, great bow hunting products on there. Next up, Todd, we want to thank the folks who either sent in or posted their photos to social media with the hashtag BowhunterDie for this week's episode. So let's do it. Cole Cloutier.
Connie Teasy.
Kevin Ori.
Tommy Ingram II.
Tristan Rowe.
And Tyson Patrick. Hey guys, those are some great trophies. Remember, if you'd like to see yourself right here on an episode of Bowhunter Die, remember hashtag BowhunterDie, or of course, you can always email us your photos at info@bowhunting.com. Justin, you know what? This is a tricky situation we got ourselves into, guys. We looked at these photos and it was like, bam! We immediately saw Tommy's photo and we were like, that looks perfect. But Tommy, I gotta tell you, I started doing a little bit of investigation. This bow isn't even set up. I don't know if you're just out trying to fool us or what here.
He's got a bow in his picture, but it's got no sight or rest.
I'm sorry.
I can see.
So we had to knock you out, man. I don't know what's going on.
Tommy got DQ'd. Great photo and congratulations on the bird. But we are awarding this week's winner, Tyson Patrick. So congratulations to Tyson. Great bird, great photo. Tyson, make sure you send your information to info@bowhunting.com. We will get your Pine Ridge Archery gear and your Bowhunter Die hat sent your way. As always, thank you guys for submitting your photos. Todd?
Until next time, Bowhunter Die.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunter Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
I don't have the muscles that guy has.
Give me a hug.
What's that guy's name?
Justice.
Justice.
Just us.
Right.
Just us. Just the two of us.
All right. Rolling.
Action. Try just the two of us. Can't stop. Sing now. All right, let's go.
Take it to the top, Fred.
All right. Rolling.
Guiding, helping business for Justin in the future.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit my day job and become a turkey guy. So, guy.
Justin, when it comes to turkey,
Sorry. You didn't say action. You didn't say action.
I know, once he's in rolling,